Welcome to Daily Tax Savings. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on saving taxes and staying out of tax trouble. Today's topic is solving payroll tax debt. Now, we know we've talked about it many times on this show. Payroll tax debt is the most serious type of tax debt. The government looks at it as uh, other people's money. In other words, you've withheld payroll taxes from someone else's paycheck for federal benefits, and then you've not paid that money to the government. So that's more serious in the government's eyes than if you simply owe income tax, for example. So, and the government will pursue you, will pursue your family, your employees, your bookkeeper to get to recover those payroll taxes. And the collection letters by themselves are scary enough to cause alarm. This episode is triggered by someone calling today. It said he said, "I'm about to have a heart attack." Well, having a heart attack is not going to certainly not the outcome. The very first thing that I want to do in a situation like that is to relieve the stress. To say, "Yeah, we will solve this problem. You're not. It's not going to keep you up at night. It's not going to cost you your business, or uh, the government has no interest in making you bankrupt and putting your business out of uh, operation, because then they'll never collect that payroll tax money. So we will work it out fairly, logically, calmly, in a way that makes sense." So the very first thing we say is that, yes, once you, usually the first thing I say is don't talk to IRS in a case like that. Have representation. Again, we've said that again and again. Too many times it backfires, and this fellow was a good example. A straight shooter, straightforward in his speaking, but he would give too much information and it would backfire on him if he were to talk to IRS. So first, have a representative speak to you. Second, relieve the stress. Let's be clear that this is going to work out once the IRS gets notice that you're working with a professional tax CPA problem solver with a good reputation in these things. They will back off on their collection threats and actions. In this case, the taxpayer is already worried about having their bank account attacked and even threatened about possible business closure. But that's not going to happen. We're going to address that immediately and first thing. The second thing is we acknowledge that the tax is going to be due. Uh, that money withheld from employers' paychecks, one way or another, needs to get repaid. But in addition, now the IRS has tacked on up to 60% penalties, 60% in addition to a bill that was already obviously hard to pay before. And my focus then will be to trim or even possibly eliminate that penalty. In this case, I don't tell detailed stories of client examples, but there's a very good reason why this tax debt incurred, and I think I'll be successful in convincing IRS that they should waive the penalty in this circumstance. And um, so relieve the stress, relieve the penalties, and and work with the business to make sure that things are running logically and smoothly, and we're not cutting into operations, keeping the owner up at night, or causing a heart attack, because that's certainly not going to solve any tax problems. Would love to hear any thoughts, comments, feedback on this or any of our topics. I'm easy to reach on social media, or if you want to talk one on one about your situation, that's easy to do. Find me on the website, taxproblems.cpa. And I'll be back tomorrow with another